Howdy guys, Zarkazm here. Welcome back to another episode of Tekkit. In the last episode, we made us a... where'd I put it? Made us a Philosopher's Stone. Oh no, I take that back. We made another portal manually using buckets of lava. And here's all of our buckets that we were using. We went to the Nether, got some glowstone, as you can see there. We created a Philosopher's Stone using our 1 diamond. And then, by transmuting our gold into further diamonds, we then created the energy condenser. So, wonderful, wonderful piece of machinery. In this episode, we're going to talk about upgrades, I believe. But first, we need to take care of that, because I know that's a pretty big waste of iron once you've made your portal. Well, we're gonna deal with that right now. So what we need is some clay. So let's go out to the river here. See if we can, I know we saw a clay deposit earlier. So let's see if we can find it again. Oh, I should have brought some of those bones. Could have got me a dog. Ah, there's some clay right there. Let's get us some clay. Dum da dum da dum. So I hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. Like I said, I mean, I'm recording a lot of these videos at once. So, you know, if you have been commenting, you know, I appreciate all your comments, and hopefully I can, you know, if you've been giving me tips or anything, I can apply them into future videos. I think this is like episode 6. So, like I said, I'm recording a bunch all at once. Let's see, did I get enough clay? Yes, I have enough clay. Well, I sorta do. Let's go ahead and get some more, just to be safe. Okay, whoop. And there we go. And let's get the clay. Get all that clay. I really think clay needs some more uses. Needs some more. I'm sure, or you know, brick at least. Brick needs more uses in the vanilla Minecraft, but in Tekkit, brick has a use. So let's go into our home and get some of this clay smelted into brick. Let's put our doorstop down. Did I put that one down here? Yes, I did. Don't want zombies coming in on us now. Okay. So what we need is 1 clay equals 1 brick, but we want to make a full brick block, which requires 4. And we're going to need 8 brick blocks. So there we go. So let's get our clay going. I think that's correct. And let's put this into storage somewhere. Sounds good. Let that clay cook. Got our iron going. Okay. All that rubber there. Doing pretty good so far. Doing pretty good. Got some basic machines. Doing very well. Oop. Got our condenser over here. We'll be making use of that. Okay, so while that's cooking, one thing we need to do now that we've got a condenser, we need to work on upgrading our generator, because coal is only going to get us so far. We need a more sustainable source. The next step I like to take is upgrading to the geothermal generator, which requires glass, empty cells, a generator, which we have, and 2 refined iron. So, we actually need to come back out here and get some sand. So let's go do that. Dum da dum da dum da dum. Good thing we have easy access here to a river. And there's some sand right here.
A vast virus
Ow.
database has been updated.
Thank you for telling me something I really didn't need to know. Okay. There we go. Alright, got some sand. Don't need too much. Let's get back. Get back into the home. Get to the copper. There we go. Alright, clay's done. Let's, we'll just do the 8. There we go. There we go. Alright. Now, let's turn our bricks here into our brick into bricks. We need 8 of them. Now, in a crafting table, take our 8 bricks and put them together like a furnace. And this gets you an alloy furnace. Now this is part of red power, and this is what you would use to make your when we start getting into like bluetricity and stuff like that. But it has other uses that I've learned. You can actually break things, especially iron, back down into iron ingots. So let's shove these buckets in here, and let's get our iron back. And I think it gives you all 3. Yes, it does. So we get 100% return on these buckets. We want to keep 2, obviously. You know, we've got this bucket of water here, and we got that bucket of lava. Now, let's go ahead and pick that chest up. And actually, let's break this. And let's put the chest there. So now we can kind of organize our junk. A little bit better. Stuff we want to keep. How do I get a thing of dirt in there? Some saplings. And this is really more or less junk down here. Stuff we're really not going to use. Could use those bones, I suppose. Okay. Trees, rubber, wires, cobble, tools. Okay. Now, there we go. Back into iron. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And now we've got our glass. Now we need some empty cells. Empty cell is just 4 tin together, which gets you 16 of them, so it's quite handy. So we need 4 tin. You done yet? No? Alright. You've had enough. So let's get some iron going. Just let it do its thing. Oh, and if you're wondering, what do you have if you don't have any gold that you can't use to transmute? Well, go ahead and teach that to my table. What you can do is, with the Philosopher's Stone, combine 8 iron together, get you 1 gold. So now I've got a gold. So now what I like to do is kind of shift everything over here. I like to try to have at least 1 of everything. Yeah, and just do it like that. Just because the ore isn't really transmutable, I don't think. So just kind of hang on to the bars, and that way you can transmute the bars. And it works out pretty well. So let's put this ore back. Got our tin over here. Let's cook the tin. Unfortunately, you can't cook normal stuff in the alloy furnace. Doesn't really work. Now, an issue with these machines. They cannot be mined. Like, they can't be pickaxed up. We need to make a special tool. So, what we need to make is a wrench. Whoops. We need a wrench. Now, there's this wrench, that wrench, and then the electric wrench. Now, this wrench is for Buildcraft pipes, piping and engines and whatnot. It's not the one we want. We need this wrench. This is the Industrial Craft wrench. And how we create it is with bronze. We need 6 bronze. How do we get 6 bronze, you ask? Well, for that we are going to need tin and copper. You have to first you have to macerate them down into powder, and then you craft the powder together, and that gives you bronze powder. And then you just simply smelt the bronze powder. And I think, see, that'll give us 4, 4, and 4, and 4, which will give us 8. Yeah, so that's enough. So, let's get these macerated. Now we've got our tin. We can make the empty cell. Boom. 16 of these bad boys, but we only need 1. Okay, so we want to take our bucket, and in the crafting table, or not even in the table, in our crafting panel, combine bucket of lava with an empty cell. That gives us a lava cell. Throw our bucket away. Now the lava cell is transmutable. Boom. Isn't that awesome? We'll go ahead and use our diamond. Make a couple of these. It's pretty good. Pretty handy. Pretty handy. Now, let's go ahead and leave a diamond in here, because that's pretty much what we'll be making. And we'll put this lava cell here in a safe place. Up there. And we need about that many. Starting off, we want that many lava cells. Okay. Now, let's macerate us some copper. Need some copper. Oh, I still got some nickelite in my hotbar. I wonder how I did that. Oh, we need our 2 empty cells. Our 4 glass. Don't need the sand. Okay. Come on, powder. Well, let me show you the recipe while that's cooking. Actually, don't even need the table. You just do this. Boom, boom, boom. There's your bronze dust. And then you would take your bronze dust and you would smelt it in your furnace. Okay. Now, while that's cooking, we're going to upgrade our crafting table into a project table. Now, this one's kind of cool. Requires 3 stone, so let's smelt us some stone. 1, 2, 3. Get our iron out. Oh, we need we need some refined iron. So we'll throw that in here when it's... Yeah, we'll just throw it up here. I don't really care. How are we doing over here? Cool, got more. And there we go. There we go. 8 bronze dust. Let's get that cooked. got a refined iron, got a stone. Now, project table. Need chest. Need another crafting table. And put the wood like this, and stone up the top. Now we have a project table. Now it's kind of like the crafting table, only it's a little different. I'll put this one over here. It has a little bit of storage area, and things that you put in it, like that, it'll stay there. It'll actually stay, whereas if I were to put this in the crafting table, as soon as I close my menu, it all comes out. Project table, it'll stay there. And if you have items in the panel, it'll use items out of the storage before it uses the actual recipe itself. So that could get you into trouble. It's got me into trouble before, but I generally use this as this is something I use a lot kind of recipe, kind of a placeholder. So what I'll normally do is I'll do this, and I'll store my copper in here, and that'll be my wire making bench, which I may go ahead and do right now just to have it there. That'll be my wire making bench. Okay, so we got our bronze. Now, time to make the wrench. Doom, 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 doom. Like that, bronze wrench. It does have a durability, but it also has another function. For things like the bat box, like what's under the ground, you can use the wrench to change its direction. Normally, when you place a bat box on the ground, the output will be facing toward you. So if, like, I wanted it to be facing outward this way towards these machines, so that's why I got into that position to place the bat box. And so, you know, I set it up that way to work for me, because I didn't have a wrench at the time. But if you place it and go, oh crap, the output's not going where I need it to, pull out your wrench, get to the direction it needs to be facing, and right-click on it, and it'll turn. But what I'm going to be using the wrench for, pull out my coal, is I need the generator. Now, here's the thing. If you mine these machines, they will just turn back into machine blocks, and then you'll have to recraft them. With the normal wrench, it has a chance to still do that, but it doesn't happen every time. If you mine it, it'll happen every time. With the wrench, it can happen, but not all the time. The electric wrench changes that. I think it has like a lossless mode or something. And I've never actually made one of these. Maybe I should make them, because it actually looks pretty cheap. I might make one. But right now, we want our geothermal generator. And our empty cells, and our glass. There is the geothermal generator. Now, as you've guessed, this obviously runs off of lava. So there's a couple of options you can do. You can actually pump lava directly into the generator, which I don't really recommend because it's not very efficient. But what I like to do is use these lava cells, especially since they're transmutable and they're so cheap. I mean, look at this. They're worth 128. You know, that's a Nicolite. You know, it's easy. So I like to use lava cells. It's a really quick and easy, cheap resource. Now this box here is where the lava is contained, if you will. Notice I have a stack plus 24. This box will hold 24 buckets of lava, which is what a lava cell represents. So it's gonna be loud probably, but I'm gonna put this in here, and boom, fills it up. And I'm gonna have an extra stack to fall back on as it's being used. So there, we've upgraded our generator. We've made, where is it? Boom, put that in there. We've made a nice little project table where we're gonna make a kappa. So I'm gonna start, macerating some more of those. And as you can see, it's pulling power from the bat box, and the geothermal generator is replenishing the bat box. So it works out pretty well. So let's see. I think I'll go ahead and call that episode good. Next time on Tekkit, I think we're going to work on upgrading our furnaces, because we need to get past using coal. Coal is beyond us, so we're going to upgrade our furnaces. And see you next time. Now, and we'll put the battery box there. So now, as you can see, battery box is getting charged with the solar panels. And here, this is where it will charge. Pretty sure. We probably need to add, we're going to need to add some more solar panels to keep this up and going. Not entirely sure what it's doing. But we'll come back to that. Let's just get some more solar panels built.